Greetings all. Our fishers, fish vendors, fish processors, fishers cooperatives, and consumers are celebrating the feast of St. Peter, the patron saint of fishers. It is a good time to reflect on the fact that poverty has placed a limit on access of food, leaving millions undernourished in a number of developing countries around the world. On the other hand, it is also a right time to reflect on the fact that in spite of the challenging global state of fisheries resources, in spite of the harsh economic climate, in spite of the environmental conditions that have caused fluctuations in the supply and demand for fish, fisheries and aquaculture continue to provide a significant source of food. It continues to be important for employment, and the fisheries sector continues to provide revenue for many countries in the Caribbean, for Saint Lucia, and for many communities right here on our beautiful island. In Saint Lucia, fish is an important source of protein and is now referred to as a powerhouse food. With increases in the number of non-communicable diseases on the island, the importance of fish as part of our diet and the contribution of fisheries to food security in our country cannot be underestimated. Last year, 2013, a total of 1,639 tons of fish was landed in St. Lucia, with a total value of almost 26 million EC dollars. While there was a decrease in overall estimated landings compared to 2012, due to unusual climatic conditions that may have influenced the migratory patterns and levels of capture of certain species, increases were observed in specific groups, including flying fish, tuna, lobster, and conch. Moreover, in 2013, a total of 2,613 fishers and 619 vessels were directly involved in the fishing industry. And despite the reduction in the tonnage of catch, the fishers earned more revenue last year than the year before. Fisheries is one of the most challenging natural resources to effectively manage because fish tend to be highly mobile as well as naturally very variable, and mostly exist as common property resources, with no particular persons or groups being granted total ownership and control. Additionally, the fisheries sector in St. Lucia is artisanal, and the resources are often shared among countries, and thus sustainable management of the sector requires collaboration and a certain level of consensus among a number of countries. The Department of Fisheries of the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Production, Fisheries, Cooperatives and Rural Development continues to work with you in an overall aim to ensure the sustainable use of our marine and coastal resources, to enhance the livelihood and skills of our local fishers, to improve the island's potential in terms of marine and freshwater aquaculture development and fish production, and to create an awareness in communities island-wide. The Department of Fisheries has been undertaking a number of activities to ensure the sustainable management and development of our fisheries subsector. A number of activities include: 1. The promotion and development of improved gear and methods and the deployment of fish aggregating devices called FADs of a number of communities around the island in collaboration with fisher cooperatives. 2. Training and certification of conch divers in the north and south of the island to promote better and safe diving practices. 3. Training of fishers from various communities in boat handling, safety and navigation to enhance fishers' skills and improve safety at sea of fisherfolk. 4. Promote better handling of fish catches to reduce spoilage, to ensure safety and to encourage the use of ice by our fishers. 5. To improve the emphasis on cultivation of stocks. Example, the improved species of sea moss for marine aquaculture and freshwater culture of fish and shrimp. The enhancement of agriculture and fisheries through the Agriculture and Fisheries Incentive Act, which was recently enacted. And lastly, but very importantly, the soon-to-be commissioned jetties at Prale and Savans Bay, which will add to the infrastructure of fisheries around the island. All this is geared towards self-sufficiency and the availability of wholesome food to help meet the growing food requirements and to continue to do so over the long term. However, as you are well aware, fishers, fisheries cooperatives, fish vendors, and fish processors, in addition to consumers, all have to play their part in the sustainability of the fisheries sector. We recognize that times are changing, and so our attitudes and actions must also change. We are concerned about illegal fishing, the sale of fish products that are illegal, negligence in the carrying of safety gear during fishing expeditions. Many of our fishers fail to acquire and carry safety gear when they go out on fishing trips, and we are very concerned about that. Let us all be serious about our role in the fisheries sector. Let us all be serious about our role to protect the livelihoods of our fishers and those who work with them. Together we can make a big difference towards the continued advancement of our fisheries subsector and national development. So on behalf of the Department of Fisheries, the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Production, Fisheries, Cooperatives and Rural Development, on behalf of the Cabinet of Ministers, on behalf of the people of Saint Lucia, I want to wish all fishers, all fish vendors, all processors, all our consumers, all the visitors who help our fishers, and all the people of Saint Lucia, all those who are involved in fisheries by one way or another, through one way or another. Happy feast. Happy Fisherman's Day, the 29th of June, 2014. Bonne fête pêcheur. Nia bontan avec tout le monde, à nous chébéwed avec pêcheur. Thank you very much.